All right, Shalom. First and foremost, only give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawadah for the Men of Valor Camp here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and the truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And tomorrow in New York, all right, the mandate, all right, for the venom, all right, for healthcare workers goes into effect. And you have a lot of medical professionals, nurses and doctors, all right, EMS, all right, drivers and whatnot, first responders, all right, that are not wanting to take it. And because of that, a lot of them are about to be laid off or, suspended without pay, however you want to see it. All right, they're planning to walk away from their jobs. And because of this, all right, they're talking about deploying or using the National Guard, all right, to, basically fill in those spots. All right, brothers have done videos about them about to use the National Guard for buses because there's a bus driver shortage, all right, for kids going to school. All right, and through the spirit, they're just getting everybody used to the military and soldiers just being around, man. All right, because soon they're gonna, deploy foreign troops. All right, at some point you're gonna see even the American soldiers stand up, a good portion of them to basically not be with this devil's system. Because when you look at it, all right, these soldiers, they took an oath, a so-called oath, all right, to protect and uphold the Constitution. But what's being done right now by way of the elites is very much against the Constitution of the United States of America. And see, that's going to piss a lot of these Edomites off. And because of that, you're going to have, that sedition, all right, sedition among men, the Egyptian against the Egyptian, as the scriptures say. All right, there's going to be great divisions. You already have a lot of military soldiers resigning, basically being discharged, dishonorary discharge because they won't take the venom, right? Well, you see right here, a lot of these nurses, and I saw another article, I sent it in the chat, all right, where even in my county, in my city, all right, they're doing the same thing. There's a lot of nurse shortages because of the damn mandate, all right? A lot of people aren't really fucking with it. And you should ask yourself something. If the medical, all right, if these doctors, these nurses, those that are in the medical field who deals with administering these things and have been administering these the venom, all right, since it became readily available, if they're not willing to take it, what's really in that venom, man? It's just that. It's snake venom. All right, it's the venom, the poisonous venom of the serpent. All right, and this beast system. All right, because the last video I did, I was speaking about, hey, never trust your enemy, as the scriptures say. Why would Jake, why would you go and trust the damn devil? You have doctors, all right, and nurses that are coming up against this and not taking it and willing to lose their job. They went to school for years for that profession, and the fact that they're taking a stance and they're not wanting to get the Vanessa, all right, or that venom, that should raise a lot of red flags, man. All right, but you still got knuckleheads that are gonna line up and take it. All right, but that's just something to think about. But you got this article right here from NPR. It says New York may use the National Guard to replace unvanessed healthcare workers. Right? It says New York state officials are bracing for staffing shortages when the state's healthcare workers' venom mandate takes effect on Monday, right, tomorrow, and could be looking to the National Guard as well as medical professionals from other states and countries to help address them. Governor Kathy Hochul, released a plan on Saturday outlining the steps she could take to increase the workforce in the event that large numbers of hospital and nursing home employees do not meet the state's deadline. You see that division is being drawn. All right, division right now is greater than ever. And what did the Lord say? Every kingdom divided against itself shall not stand. But that should show you that they're going forth with this plan, because they could be seeing a big dent in the medical workforce. All right, a big dent in these truckers are about to start quitting. All right, just everyday workers are about to start quit, be fired or whatever, because they won't take the venom. You see, but see, they're continuing on. They're saying, okay, well, these people we have guidelines set in place to replace them, and they're trying to use the damn military. So they're going to get people used to the military. So soon, they started those door to door, where they ask you if you took the Vanessa, and if you haven't taken it, they're gonna have you. They'll bring it to you. All right, boy. Soon, all right, it won't be nurses and doctors anymore. It'll be troops. All right, you're gonna have troops at your door, and we said this through the Spirit. All right, and guess what? These troops, even the National Guard, they're trained, all right, for combat. You know, so it might go from something like, them, okay, suggesting that you take it. All right, you don't want to take it. Okay, well, these are the options. Consider it. All right, it's going to go from that to, you need to take this. All right, because they train those soldiers to act a certain way. All right, so marvel not if they do this. Are you going to see force being taken upon the people, and that's going to cause even more uproars, right? This is going to be a domino effect if this comes to fruition, man. If the Lord allows it. All right, and that's great for prophecy, man. It says, let me keep going. It says, we are still battling against the crown to protect our loved ones, and we need to fight with every tool at our disposal, she said, which is, bullshit. That could mean declaring a state of emergency to allow healthcare professionals licensed outside of New York, as well as recent graduates and retirees, to practice there. Other options include deploying medically trained National Guard members, partnering with the federal government to send disaster medical assistance teams. All right, and what's an example of those disaster medical assistance? All right, well, FEMA. All right, the federal emergency management agency. All right, marvel not if FEMA gets involved. All right, with helping this, because anytime they declare states of emergency, man, all right, FEMA's involved somewhere, best believe. All right, but it says disaster medical assistance teams to local health and medical systems, and exploring ways to expedite visa requests for medical professionals. The state labor department has also issued guidance clarifying that workers who are terminated because they refuse to be VNS will not be eligible for unemployment insurance, absent a valid doctor approval request for medical accommodation. So, there, I guess there's insurance that you get if you're unemployed, but they're gonna revoke that. All right. It says all healthcare workers at New York's hospitals and nursing homes are required to have at least one dose of the venom by Monday, according to state regulation and mandate issued from Governor Andrew Cuomo last month. Staff at other institutions, including home care, hospice, and adult care facilities, must be finessed by October 7th. The most recent numbers suggest the state still has ways to go. As of Wednesday, 84% of all hospital employees were fully VNS, and 81% of the staff at all adult care facilities and 77% of nursing home facilities staffing were fully VNS as of Thursday. Healthcare systems statewide and nationally are already struggling with staffing shortages. Critics of the requirement have challenged it through protests and lawsuits, as North Country Public Radio reports, opposing mandatory venoms and challenging the lack of exemptions for religious objections. At this point, healthcare workers have the option to apply for a religious exemption until at least October 12th, when a federal judge will consider a legal challenge in favor of such exemptions. And that's temporary, man. Soon they're gonna say you don't have an option. You don't have a choice. What did Biden say? This is not about your personal freedom, all right, or your personal beliefs. He don't give a fuck about that. Esau's about to come in. He's about to come in fast, and he's about to come in hard, man. It says, as hospitals ready their contingencies, contingency Slovakia plans, which for many includes limiting certain procedures. Late last week, Hochul held firm to the deadline. She told reporters on Thursday that there are no excuses for workers refusing to get VNS and called the impending shortages completely avoidable. All right, so yeah, they're making them seem like they're the bad people because you're refusing this. But once again, if these doctors and these nurses are refusing this, and they're the ones that are set up to administer it, it can't be good for you. All right, that's just common sense. Because those are the people you're supposed to go to when you're sick, to help you get better, so called, in this society, right? And if they're not trying to, if they're not even willing to put that shit in themselves, why would you trust them putting it into you? Why would you go and put that shit into yourself, man? All right, it says how healthcare systems are preparing for the deadline. Hospital systems and nursing homes across the state are encouraging their employees to get VNS and prepare for disruptions if they do not. Some are cutting back on elective surgeries, limiting admissions, and retaining volunteers. Northwell Health, the state's largest healthcare provider, has been holding meetings with staffers in an effort to persuade thousands of holdouts. The Associated Press reports some 90,000 of its 90% of its 74,000 active personnel had been VNS as of Thursday, though the hospital said it's not expecting full compliance and has more than 3,000 retirees, students, and volunteers on standby. All right. Erie County Medical Center Corporation in Buffalo anticipates that roughly 10% of its workforce, some 400 workers, may not get VNS by Monday, according to AP, and is prepared to potentially suspend elective inpatient surgeries, reduce hours at outpatient clinics, and temporarily stop accepting ICU transfers. And so this affects the medical industry, man. All right, I did videos on a lot of these first responders, EMS, the fire departments, and the police departments. A lot of them are not going for that. Hey, across the whole board, Esau's dropping that hammer, and people are waking up to E's bullshit, man, and they're not standing for it. All right, they're standing up against it, and this is just another example. And this is going to cause a great tumult, man, a great uproar among the people of Babylon. All right, great divisions are coming. It says, as NPR had reported, Lewis County General Hospital in Lowville, New York, said it would pause maternity services starting this weekend because dozens of staff members quit rather than get VNS, and maternity services goes into delivering children. All right. It says unVNS employees of New York City's 11 public hospitals, which cites a roughly 88% compliance rate, will be put on unpaid leave but could return to work if they get VNS soon. Some hospital systems are seeing an increase in VNS rates. New York Presbyterian, for example, enacted its own mandate with the deadline of midnight on Wednesday and reported that only about 250 of its 48,000 staffers did not comply. But see, those numbers have to be bullshit, man. All right, because if they're talking about such great shortages, but it's only a small percentage, all right, somebody's fucking lying. But we'll see. And this goes all the way down, let's see. I'm going to read this last paragraph. It says, one piece of a national conversation. New York is not the only place mandating VNS for healthcare workers. California announced a similar policy over the summer, and the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs is also requiring frontline healthcare workers to get VNS. President Biden announced earlier this month that the 17 million healthcare workers at facilities that receive Medicare or Medicaid funding will have to be VNS or regularly tested, with details to be finalized in the weeks ahead. While such workplace requirements have the support of many public health experts, the more than half of nurses, according to one recent survey, some politicians and hospital officials have expressed concern, and that's especially true in rural areas where VNS rates are low and hiring is already difficult. All right, so the point is, man, they're talking about bringing in the National Guard, all right, that as a solution to dealing with the amount of people that you're about to have, walk off the job or be fired. be put on leave because they won't take the Vanessa. All right, but see, you might think you're gonna call in the National Guard. We don't know how many National Guard soldiers are refusing it. All right, because if the Army is refusing it, best believe you have members in all 5 of those branches, all right, of the military that at least a portion of them aren't fucking with it. All right, so what's gonna happen when if you have a influx of people on all sides that refuse to take it? What are they gonna have to do? They're gonna have to call in those foreign troops, man. All right, so this is what's coming down the pipe. All right, let me get a couple scriptures. All right, man, it's coming down to it. I want to start with this, man. Salakia. Oh yeah. This is that's not what I'm looking. It's Habakkuk, Salaki. Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And we, all right, coming in the spirit, all right, of Habakkuk, and the holy prophets, all right, we're standing upon our watch. All right, we're watching as to what signs are coming to pass, man. What did the Lord forewarn us of? All right, that would cue the beginning of sorrows, that would cue the end of this system, all right, and cue the return of Yahushua and the angels coming back, man. It says, verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And we're in the times where the prophecies are these visions that were foreseen, all right, hundreds and thousands of years ago, all right, decades and centuries and millennium ago, they're coming to pass, man. They're not tarrying anymore. All right, the scriptures say in Revelations, which Lord willing I grab next, that this devil is going to come down with that great wrath, and we see that. All right, he's requiring damn near everybody to have this thing, man. And I'll give you a personal example. All right, I got a coworker. It's a lot. Thought I put this on Salakia. On Do Not Disturb. All right, Salakia for that. But Salat, I'm gonna read this again. Verse 3 again, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, right? All right, once again, we're in the terms where it's not tarrying anymore, man. All right, the Lord said that this devil is going to come down with that great wrath. He's going to come in as a flood. All right, he's going to decree these unrighteous decrees, and he's going to try to make everyone submit to this NWO, to this beast system, and take that charagma, man. Because this is what this is leading to. All right, these mandatory venoms is nothing but a prelude to the mandatory implementation of the RFID microchip, which is the MOTB, right? But actually, I'm gonna keep going. Verse 4 says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, or by his faith, right? Whose soul? The soul of Esau, Edom, man, the wicked of the whole earth. Their souls are not lifted up. They don't have your best interests at heart, man. They don't care about your fucking safety. They want to eradicate you. All right? It says what? But the just shall live by his faith. Hey, the just, the elect, are going to hold firm to their faith in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, and they're not going to be tempted by this devil in regards of actually considering, bowing down and worshiping this damn devil by way of taking his Vanessa to keep his job. That's what I was speaking on, Salaki. All right, a personal example is I have this chick that I work with at work. and she just got a new job opportunity, all right, to be a sous chef, which is like a assistant manager type shit for a kitchen. And she was gonna take the job. She had all the credentials and stuff, but they asked her if she was Vanessa, and she said no. And because of that, they didn't hire her, man. And you're gonna see this go on a whole lot more. That shows that we're in a time where we're no longer gonna have to worry about these fucking jobs, man. We're coming to a time where we're gonna walk away, and we're gonna fully trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And I know I sound like a broken record, all right, but we gotta exhort the elect, man. Exhort the Lord's sheep. All right, yes, it's a very big possibility that you're about to lose your job. All right, but best believe the Lord is going to. First of all, He's not going to tempt you above that ye are able. He knows that you got bills. He knows that we live on a system where we got to pay for every fucking thing. But the Lord is going to come through. We're coming into the time to fully unplug from this system and fully trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And the Lord is going to provide that way, man. We're going to be even as pilgrims upon earth, as the scriptures say. All right, and let me get this. Because Esau's doing it, man. He doing the damn thing. All right. And this is going to cause a domino effect, man. All right. These, like the apostles always say, the prophecies are popping like popcorn, man. All right. Every day something new is happening, man. Whether it be, all right, concerning end time prophecy. All right. You got these bug out and these false prophets revealing themselves or being revealed. All right. You got the elect waking up. The 2/3 are waxing worse and worse. They're getting ready for destruction. And Esau's coming in with that great wrath, man. But this is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Esau knows that his time is short. And because of that, he's going through with it, man. This is going to be what he uses to introduce his MWO, man. They already said that shit openly in China. I mean, not in China, and in China, of course, but in Australia, man. And those mostly Edomites dwell there. And they're already under medical martial law. All right, they're already in their NWO. She said that, man. And they're not stopping. They're not going backwards because the Lord is hardening their hearts to fully push this. There's no going back to normal. There is no going back to pre-Crown Royal Babylon, man. All right? They're introducing this new system. And as soon as they get a lot of you people, Vanessa, man, hey, they getting ready for them chips, man. And it just is what it is. All right, we're all about to be tempted. But Lord willing, we endure. Lord willing, the Lord keeps us. But as for right now, we're going to continue to watch, man, being circumspect. Right? But they're definitely about to, get you used to seeing these damn soldiers, man. All right, that's through the Spirit. That's what I believe their plan is. All right, but Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And that's spiritual. That says, I just looked at it, it says Mount Sinai, man. That's spiritual. All right. Once again, Lord willing, this is edifying. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. All right. Till next time, Shalom.